got the heat, bitch.
This way, yeah. These niggas go that way now. This way, yeah. These niggas go that way now. This way, yeah. These niggas go that way now. This way, yeah. These niggas go that way now. This way, yeah. This way, ooh. This way, this way, this way, yeah. This way, yeah. These niggas go that way. These niggas go that way now.
On the mic check, man, and today is the day, man. New Music Monday, man. How you feeling, J Dot?
Man, you know, I'm in the place to be, man. I'm feeling good about my hood. Can't wait to get into this new music, man. Got our boy Drake on the number line doing his 1-2. How you feeling?
Man, this nigga Drake done fucked up the whole internet, all streaming site, broke all kind of records and shit when he dropped this goddamn Scorpion project. 2 sides.
Yeah, he did that. He did that now. He dropped a double disc, and just to start off, man, I definitely gotta give respect just on the screen that it was a double disc. You know, I always salute artists when they drop a double disc, specifically major artists. You know, like anytime a major artist drop a double disc, you really gotta salute them just off the fact of, you know, for me, a double disc is basically saying, you know, I'm doing this for the fans. You know, I ain't gonna shortchange y'all. I'm gonna give y'all, you know, what I feel like y'all deserve, man. That's enough music for y'all to really slide to and really hold you down. So I gotta give them a salute for that.
That's enough music, man, to take over the whole summer. Also, gang, that's a lot of money you gotta put up front too, man. That's 25 beats, man. That's 25 beats that you got to pay for up front without even knowing what it's going to do. But I'm pretty sure Drake kind of had an idea what he was going to do, but I don't think he knew he was going to do 132 million streams on the opening day. Now that's beyond me right there. 132 million streams just on Spotify.
Yeah,
on the opening day.
I definitely believe that it was a lot of intrigue surrounding this album. You know, a lot of people, specifically his fans, really been wanting to hear just what's on his mind, you know, if he had any type of rebuttal to the whole Pusha T situation, if he was going to clear up this whole notion about him being a deadbeat and all the stuff that's just been in the air by him and having a son, the situation with Cash Money, Young Money, like it's a lot of intrigue surrounding Drake and just his perspective on a lot of things that's been going on involving him. So I'm pretty sure I was expecting, you know, his album to do extremely well because I know it's a lot of people that want to hear what he got to say right now about a lot of things that's going on.
But this is phenomenal, man. He broke J. Cole record, man. He broke all the records, man. 132 million, man. That's like, man, that's just so much. But outside of the numbers though, because a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, know Drake got numbers on lock though. But what I admire from the artist is not only the numbers, but his assists, though, man. He threw a lot of assists to a lot of other artists. And to me, this album right here, man, was kind of like, you know, an art to every art. Like this, to me, it's like a group album without it being a group album because he had so many where he went over here, paid homage to their sound. He went over here, fucked with DJ Paul them. He went up top, fucked with Drake them. You feel what I'm saying? He mentioned so many people and shit. So, you know, I'm just amazed that he know that this album was gonna do this. The world was waiting on this, and he like throw the assist to everybody else. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all know I'm finna kill this shit. But you know, as this album rises and shit, he bringing people along with him. But I gotta ask you this though: what was your favorite song off the double disc?
Well, my favorite song, I really ain't have too many favorite songs, but the one that I really was impressed with was that Survival. I feel like that was the way to really open up the album. Like he came in and really set the tone with that one. That's the first song I heard off the project, and when I heard that, I was like, "Huh?"
That's the intro.
Yeah, that's the intro. And when I heard that one, I was like, "Okay, so he finna open up the album like this right here." Oh man, okay, well, yeah, he set the tone. Now he set the tone. Really made me want to hear what else he had to say.
And he was on some shit like, let me slow down. It's just the intro. Like, he was finna give it to you, though. But my favorite bar for that, when that nigga say, free all my niggas that caught with it, and RIP to all the niggas who got caught without it.
Yeah, he did that. He did that. Now, listen. I like when Drake get in that element right there. He one of the top in he one of the top in the game to me when he in that particular element. The only issue I have with him is he don't he don't like he don't float in that element enough. Like he try to bounce around over here, over there, over here, over there, and I feel like he got that particular lane mastered. I don't know why he don't really focus on honing his craft that he already got mastered. He like to, dib and dab in other little arenas and stuff, but Survival, he definitely slid. My favorite ball for the was the one when he made reference to, he had some boys in Philly that some real niggas in Philly that really were trying to get at it, that tried to end him or something. He said like that. Then right after that he come back and say he had a scuffle with a real bad boy, that wouldn't pretend. So he made reference to the whole Meek Mill situation. Then he made reference to the whole Puff Daddy scuffle he had.
Right, and see that what I was talking about earlier when I was saying like he throwing everybody assists. You feel what I'm saying? Like just off them balls, and you know what I'm saying? Like that's just drawing interest and attention, and that attention turn to sales and shit. But back to the favorite song though, according to Spotify, it say the song Nonstop was the biggest hit off the album. So that bitch was screaming 10 million times per hour.
You know what's crazy about that? I made a list of the songs that I felt like was raw and the songs I felt like was trash. The first song I got on my trash list is that Nonstop shit. First one.
See, I knew you was off, man. I knew you was off. When you was that last episode, you were talking crazy. I say, man, something with J Dot off, man. It's something about you off. Or matter of fact, it was the Lupe situation. I was like, nah, something wrong with J Dot. If he hears something and it be different, like totally different, like he like, damn, production trash. This right here is proof, man. I'm gonna use this for proof, man. Nonstop is the number one biggest hit according to Spotify off this album, and you got that as the number one trash song.
Nah, I'm not saying it was the number one trash song because he had some more songs that was trasher than that one. But that's the first song I ran into that I was like, oh, this one definitely trash. Because it came right after Survival. So that's what really threw me because he came with Survival. I'm like, well, he just opened it up like this? Man, but he ain't playing. Then right after that, the next song I heard was Nonstop. It was such a gap between Nonstop and Survival that I was like, ain't no way you can set me up with this banger. I felt like he came with. I felt like I went to a Michael Jackson concert on the first song, and then the next day I get to the next song and I'm at a Peter Pablo concert. It was like just a complete drop off. It was so I couldn't enjoy the song at all because it was so far below. It was so far in comparison to Survival. I was like, ultimate trash.
Man, I heard the little 3-6 Project Pat in there, man. You know what I'm saying? Again, him throwing the assist to them boys in Memphis, man. Smooth retro beat. It was gangster. You know what I'm saying? Hey, niggas be thinking Drake be stealing when he be using their sounds and some of their bars and stuff, but he don't be stealing, man. The man just be paying homage and throwing the assist, the ball to them, dog. You feel what I'm saying? Like, he gonna always shout out his idols and shit and the major rappers who influenced him where he come from. His mama from Canada, but his dad is from Memphis. That's why in a lot of his music, you gonna hear him reference, if you catch it or not, because some of the listeners is very young. They don't even know where half the stuff come from. But if you catch it, you'll see a lot of the time it be that Memphis sound laced in a lot of his stuff. But he gonna throw a mention to Memphis rappers, Memphis slang, Memphis street, just straight Memphis, dog. And I like Nonstop. Now I ain't know it was the number one song, but I liked the whole vibe of it, and it was because of that though. It was because of that 3-6 infused beat and that Project Pat flow he put on there.
So you feel like that was the best song on there? Or if not, which one you feel like was the hardest song?
Man, the hardest song to me, man, was that goddamn what it's called, that one with Jay on it. Talk up.
Oh, the talk up.
You know what I'm saying? I found myself in the college ice. You know what I'm saying? You feel what I'm saying? I feel like they did that, man. And once again, he had DJ Paul on production, He had Jay-Z. He had Jay-Z talking that shit on them, man. And you know, rarely Jay-Z get in that element right there, man. So that was a real good look to see that Drake brought that out of him, that beat, that whole collaboration was just so. Yeah, I just really feel like he handled all the negative energy and all the celebrity news and all that fuck shit, the diss, the beef. I think he handled it so well. And then when you get on the track like this, like, man, I'm not even like, dog, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, let's just get on here and talk this shit, dog. Like, we ain't even studying that shit, man.
Yeah, I'm finna give you my perspective on that, man. But before I jump into that, let's go ahead and take a quick commercial break, man, and we're gonna get right back to the money.
This segment is brought to you by Raw Reality Publication, the publishing house behind the best-selling novel 2015, 16, and 17, Murder City, Shadow of Death, Murder City, Rocks to the Throne, now available on Amazon.com.
Mic check and we bite, man. New Music Monday, man. Drake, Scorpion, New Music Monday.
Okay, now, let me say this. Now, first and foremost, we're not going to even act like Pusha T and Drake is on the same level. Ain't no two ways about it. Drake is more relevant. He's a bigger artist. And to be to be as frank as possible, I've listened to more Drake music than I've listened to of Pusha T music. Now, I know it was a conglomerate of people that wanted to see Drake take a L so bad they was willing to jump on Pusha T wagon just for the fact of he was going at Drake. And I don't want to get lumped in with that crew. I don't want to get lumped in with that group of people. But I feel like the way Drake just completely avoided the whole Pusha T situation, which was already expected, that pretty much solidified that he took the L in that situation. Because basically what it comes down to is, I look at it like, so basically Pusha T stepped on Drake's foot, Drake turned around and spit on Pusha T. Pusha T slapped the dog shit out of Drake's ass. Then Drake turned around and looked at his big brother. His big brother was like, man, shit, don't even worry about it. We just gonna fall back. So Drake said, fuck it, I ain't even finna fight him then, and put the L. That's how I look at it.
But no, because you just said in the beginning, he too big of a. Just think about it, dog. Just think about it, dog. Let's just switch it up a little bit. Let's say Jay-Z is out with his wife. Soulja Boy got whatever little thought off goddamn Instagram, and he really come at Jay and be like, "Nigga, are you serious, bro? Like, do you really want? Like, you don't want it?" And then on top of the nigga Soulja Boy being that compared to artists like Jay-Z and Beyonce and Pusha T even fucking with the nigga Drake, this nigga, and I said this from the beginning. This nigga right hand man is Jay Prince. That is directly a direct link, like a direct link to the fucking mafia, dog. It's Don King, it's Jay Prince, dog. There's no other famous, recognizable, known black mobsters besides these. These guys are really in the mob. So, for number one, now that you Drake and you got a direct line to the mafia, hey, go Pusha T. Like, bro, I can. He said in his song, like, I got mob ties and I could do this and I could do that. But it's like, why? Like, you know what I'm saying? So if Jay Prince made the call and say, hey, man, we over here for the money, fuck Lil Dude, because you know what happened to Lil Dude whole career, his whole squad, if we go over there and get into that shit. Let's get back to what we doing, and we're going to do it well. And that's what he executed. You feel what I'm saying? That just like that would have been bullying. That would have been a grade A case of bullying, dog. That's like me fighting the nigga that's 75 pounds. Like, I know I can smash him. He stepped on my shoe. Bro, I would knock your ass through the next 5 walls. But why? They got too much to lose. They got too much building. And then we see the outcome. And like Drake said, while all that shit was going on, he was like, you're going to understand when the album come out. And if through the dialogue through the album, the moves that he making with the album for us, the features and the big dogs he pulling in, you kind of understand, like, man, people is invested in him and he can't be doing no Class C artist beef. You feel what I'm saying? This ain't them other rappers who can gladly involve themselves in beef, get shot, do all the dumb shit. They ain't gonna lose nothing. You feel what I'm saying?
Man, what's the use of having all the juice if you ain't gonna make these niggas understand that you're Zeus? That's all I got to say about that, man.
All right, well we're gonna go back into the album, man. I really hate how Pusha T really glued himself to a hip hop conversation, because if it wasn't for the Drake, nobody would even say Pusha T, period. But he glued himself to Drake, and in the most hoest fashion possible. And now every time, you know, that's a part of history. Like when we talk about Drake, we're going, oh, he was beefing with the little nigga. You know what I'm saying? Nigga
No. We're going to say he got demolished by that nigga Pusha T, because nigga gave him his just due when he beefed with Meek Mill. And if you wanted to put it in that context, Drake was a larger artist than Meek Mill, and he gave him time of day.
But look what he said, though, and that's why I feel like that his bars are so clever. Look what he said, though. He said, I beef with a real nigga out of Philly. Every motherfucker know that Meek Mill is street. That is a real one. That was a valuable opponent at that moment. Drake, we're not finna act like motherfucking Meek Mill wasn't dropping hit after hit, had the hottest chick in the game, and was on the world tour. I'm talking about eating big dog status, and it made sense. It kind of made sense. That beef made more sense than nobody nigga who haven't even been rapping in the last 20 years coming out gossiping about the fraternity of a son, brother. You know what I'm saying?
Now, wait a minute. You ain't gonna make it like Pusha T just totally irrelevant. This man. Wait a minute. This man got movements with Obama. Now we talking about somebody who been hand in hand with Obama. We talking about somebody who got, regardless how you feel about him.
Musically, you can't even think of nothing else, man. The man still got the same hairstyle that he made grinding. What is you talking about?
We talking about the guy who was the creator of the McDonald's jingle, I'm loving it. We talking about the guy who was the creator of the Arby's jingle. So anytime you hear an Arby's commercial, you hear a Pusha T. When you hear a McDonald's commercial, you hear a Pusha T.
So hold up. So you saying Pusha T is the nigga that come on the commercial and say, we have the meats.
No. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying Arby's got they got something they do. They got a little jingle they do on their promo run that Pusha T created, and he get paid. He get like a 40% royalties check off of that. But I'm loving it. He didn't really get paid for the McDonald's thing. They just gave him one check and then cut tie with his ass on that. But he don't get no royalty check off the McDonald's. But
all right, check this out.
You gotta listen, we ain't gonna and not only that, man, this man is respected in all lyrical circles.
That's why 20 years ago, yes.
No, even now to this day, because you gotta think about it. What do you think when he came out Drake, everybody across the board was like, whoa, now this is a formidable opponent, boy, because this man is recognized in lyrical circles. Now, if you just a subpar, you just a casual hip hop fan, you kind of on the outside, you ain't really engulfed in the culture, then you may not be as adept, with artists such as Pusha T. But if you really into it and following, all the artists who really carry their movement, who done really had longevity in the game, you're gonna know about Pusha T. This man. And this, we talking about the president of good music, man. So we ain't gonna about it.
That don't even mean nothing when the CEO crazy, nigga. He liable to have Chloe as CEO tomorrow, man. Check this out. Basically, everything you saying, this is how I compute everything you saying. What you just said. If Coolio was to come out and diss Jay-Z, we got to give him. And if JD don't respond and Coolio make a little motherfucking diss song, we gonna all say, "Oh yeah, this the nigga who did Gangsta Paradise. This nigga was on motherfucking Hillary Clinton campaign. This nigga make hamburgers." Man, listen, Pusha T in itself, and you know what? I'm kind of glad at the end of the day that Pusha T did that, because it just was a reflection to him, like, bro, this okay, you won a rap beef. You won that fight. But this nigga Drake won the whole summer. The whole summer is here. And I'm finna get into some songs where I feel like that's gonna capture the summer. God's Plan already that hit. God's Plan doing numbers. That was a great a great creative song
Right.
in itself. And also the video didn't match the song, but some kind of way he mashed it together. And that was a great concept with the video of how he did that. I'm feeling that all the way, and it's something that I can ride and listen to, unlike Grinding. I can't listen to that no more because we done all burnt it out. You feel what I'm saying? I just like the album, man. It's new. I feel like, you know what I'm saying, that, you know, for a while, we're going to be hearing Drake, and we're going to be hearing these songs all over the radio. People's going to be quoting it, putting it on memes. It's going to hit the internet. And the thing I always liked about Drake, and I always said this when he first came out, when I didn't know who he is, I always said he rapped from a first-person perspective, and he also used personal experiences. You feel what I'm saying? Like other dudes would be like, okay, I go to the party, smash a female. Nah, this nigga be like, I'm on college campus, sneaking in the door. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it was always a personal experience, and it's the same thing with this, and that's something that I always could respect about Drake, because I knew it was coming from, like, it wasn't third person to second person. Like, this is stuff that he's really into, whether you want to believe it or not.
Right. Okay. Now, I'm going to say this. This was just my personal feeling about the album. I feel like it's not really the type of album that you can play from front to back. So I got to rank it as mediocre.
Not right. I agree.
Now, wait a minute. Now, for the most part, I gotta put it like this. For the most part, I like the songs that he rap on, and I hate the songs that he sang on.
And see, that was my point. When I listened to this album, I know Drake, so I knew certain songs wasn't gonna be for me, because at the same time, where he got the lyrics and he got the bars, he also can sing, and he also makes songs that he gotta capture the female audience. So I already knew, like, when he was saying about he finna turn the girl, I listened to that part, I skipped it. This is not for me. I know this is not for me. You feel what I'm saying? It's 25 songs. All 25 songs could not be dedicated towards me. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna listen to no dude sit there and sing to me in the perspective of he's singing to a female. So I already knew to skip that. But that's where the other 50% come from the female. They eating that shit up. I like the song Emotionless. You feel what I'm saying? Because it was basically like, you know, when Drake first came in the game, he was energetic, he was all over the place, he was doing the NBA basketball shit. You know what I'm saying? You would see him with this artist, that artist, this CEO, that CEO. You would see him with Young Money, you know what I'm saying, touring. But this song just really was like an insight to, you know, where he at now. And it kind of was like, we see Drake kind of like getting weathered. He's saying like how people using him. You feel what I'm saying? Like, he going through this whole experience of like really seeing what the rap game was. And my favorite line from this song is, and I loved it because it summed up the whole Pusha T shit. He was like, you know, a wise man once said, nothing at all.
Yeah, I love that Emotionless song. I feel like that's probably one of the hardest ones right now to Survival. Emotionless, he did his thing on, but I ain't gonna lie, he murdered that one. I gotta agree with you. Like, you know, a lot of the songs, I already knew you know, just the way he go about making music, that he was gonna have a lot of songs that weren't for me. But that ties perfectly into why I can't jump behind one of his projects 100%, because his projects are not 100% for me. I am not part of the demographic that he make the album for. But I think that's a gift and a curse, because when you trying to reach everybody, you end up pleasing nobody. So I can't be 100% pleased with the project. Now, I do feel like this. I can say this. I feel like the music on the album pretty much overlap multiple genres. So I agree with you on that. You know what I mean? I feel like you can play this album. You can play some of the songs of the album in the hip hop environment. You can play some of these songs in a top 100 pop song environment, or R&B Quiet Storm type of environment. So he got music that covers different aspects and genres of music. But the reason I can't just cling to it because of the exact point you made, that he got songs that's just not for me.
Right.
So,
hey, we're gonna take a short break right here, then we're gonna come back and get into it, man. I got a few more songs, man. That was my top pick. We're gonna get into those and more when we get back.
Hey, real talk. If you enjoy great reads, man, I implore y'all to check out both of my novels, Murder City, Shadow of Death, and Murder City, Rocks to the Throne. You would not be let down. I got a money back guarantee on it right now. Both books come from the publishing house, Raw Reality Publications, and it's located on Amazon.com. Start the week off with this new music, man. New Music Monday, and today we on that Drake Scorpion. New music. He just dropped 3 days in.
Yeah, man. We pretty much giving our rundown of how we feel about the music. I know you said earlier that you really like the Talk Up song with Jay-Z. That happened to be on my trash list, primarily because, don't get me wrong, the content, the lyrical content was okay, but I do not want to hear Jay-Z talking no dope boy talk on a song with Drake. That shit don't even mix. That nigga got no business talking about nothing street, no dope boy, this, that, nothing of the like on a song with Drake, man. This nigga come on. The first thing come out of Jay-Z mouth was talking about you get close enough to my smell like a kilo steel. Come on, man. You on a song with Drake. Drake don't even got them kind of fans, man. I don't even know why he did that. Drake
do got them type of fans.
Just emboldened Drake to start talking his tough guy stuff. I don't care about Drake being associated with the mafia. He know this, he know that. He know this person, that person. All that irrelevant at the end of the Drake. You are not the type of dude that gonna stand on your own 2 feet when it under no physical pressure. So all the tough guy talk, all the dope boy talk, that should be completely left out of any Drake project. I don't even know why that get included at all. So that was a drawback or a takeaway, if you will.
Drake wasn't rapping about no dope though.
Jay-Z was.
He can do. That's him. What he supposed to rap about?
He supposed to, man. What you mean? He rap about his life. He can rap about. He got a billion things to rap about, man. Don't get on the pump fake and talk about dope and stuff on no song with Drake. Come on, man. Drake should. The first thing Drake should have told him when he recorded that was like, man, I can't relate to that. That was the first thing Drake should have told him, man. Wait a minute, I can't even relate to that. My fans can't relate to that.
It ain't about his fans. It's about Jay-Z fans, man. It was a lot of people waiting on Jay-Z to talk that talk, man. That man Ben said in the interview he lost 90 bricks and made it all back. And that's
he chose the wrong platform to reiterate that point because Drake music is not dope boy music, and I don't like when you try to fuse dope boy music or street music with that's in a completely different lane. So
give me an example of a topic that would have satisfied you from Jay-Z.
He should have continued with what he been on the big boy talk, the grown man talk. You know, Drake is a personal artist who speak, like you said, from first person perspective. Jay-Z could have came with the first person perspective, and now don't get me wrong, towards the latter half of the verse, I felt like Jay-Z jumped on the top. He's supposed to jump on a Drake type of song, you know, that type of song, and it was perfect. A song called Talk Up, speak about the social issues. I like how he ended the verse. I just didn't like how he began the verse.
Man, that's first person for Jay-Z, man. I listened to a Memphis Bleak interview. That nigga said, man, listen, niggas be playing with Jay. That nigga Jay was out here for real. That nigga say I was a little nigga. That nigga say Jay-Z was the first nigga. And you gotta let this soak in to what he told America. That nigga say Jay-Z was the first nigga, the only nigga in Marcy or projects with a fucking AC unit.
Okay. Now,
so when Jay intrigued people when he say shit like, if you get close enough to me, I still smell like that shit.
Man,
that's intriguing, man. That's legendary talk, man. Jay-Z, keep talking that. Talk up, Jay-Z. Talk that shit, because people forget and want the man to just be this something that, you know what I'm saying, that he's not first. You feel what I'm saying?
Man, leave it off the Drake songs. That's all I'm saying.
Man, that was hard as hell, man. I liked the beat to it, man. Once again, they went to the Memphis roots. They had that boy DJ Paul in the background doing his thing, talking his shit, and them boys just demolished that track to me, man. Then on top of that one, though, I think my other one I liked it was the one
the mob ties, not because of Tyler and all that shit. There, I just liked that whole song. I feel like that song is a mood to when like you just reflecting and shit going wrong, dog, or not even wrong, but like when you involve yourself with people and the shit goes sour, dog. I just feel like this song right here is really like a whole mood, dog. Like that to me, it's like a chant. You know what I'm saying? That's the one where he was like, I'm sick of these niggas. I'm sick of these niggas. Hire some help. Get rid of these niggas, dog. This nigga slid this motherfucking song, dog. Yeah. Straight up, man.
That bitch in my trash pile too, man. That shit went.
First of all, hold on. How many songs you got in the trash pile? Out of 25 songs, how many in your trash pile?
Hold on, I'm finna tell you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
This nigga got more than half the album. Okay, now watch this. Now I'm finna do something here, and I'm finna show the world how you off, dog. I know what songs on your good list. Now I'm finna shoot at some songs, and all these songs you just say yes or no if they're on your good list.
Okay.
Sandra's Rose.
No, that's in the trash pile.
Okay, so I'm 1 for 1. I'm 0 for 1. I'm 0 for 1. You already said you put upset. I'm upset in your trash.
Definitely, that's the worst song on the whole album.
I can't, man. I can't win with you, man. I can't, dog. I can't win. You got half the album, dog. 132 million people versus you, and that's how I'm looking at it.
No, you can't look at it like that. You know, this how you got to look at it. You got to look at it as it was 15 songs on the album that was not for me, that he made that weren't for me, and 10 that were. That's why I gotta come.
But you say, but that's different from saying that you got it in a trash pile. Now, let's not forget, Drake is RIAA's highest certified digital single artist, having moved 142 million digital sales to date.
Now, for me, you already know I could care less about the numbers because I feel like all the numbers be manipulated and skewed anyway. So I don't feel like that's an accurate reflection of how people receive the music. Because just because I stream the music, just because I listen to it, don't necessarily mean that I like it or that I feel like it was, something that I'm feeling, but especially for the long term. And it may be people who hear the song and like it the first time they hear it, don't really even indulge into the song. They just kind of, hear it, just go off the sound of it. Pretty much, the first time you hear a song, you pretty much just hear the beat and a couple words. Now, I judge it based on people who have listened to the album numerous times and listened to the song numerous times, and then 3 months, 6 months, 9 months down the line, they still feel like, well, that's still a banger. That's how you judge whether it's a raw song or not.
All right, let me ask you this, and this based on your judgment. Right now, I'm going for your musical judgment. Do you like the song? Yes or no? Nice for what? Yes or no?
Yes, definitely. Now that's definitely on my raw list. I like the whole the way he did the samples, how he blended Lauryn Hill sound with that Magnolia Shorty sound. I felt like that was genius. To me, I feel like Nice for What was genius.
That's the second time. What? Whose song? Nah, that was French Montana song. But I like it for different reasons. I like the sample, but I don't like when he kept putting that sis on there. And for people that don't know, man, yeah, that's a sis on there, man.
No, man, that ain't no sissy, man.
Yeah, it is, man. That's that sister who do the bounce shit, man, in New Orleans, dog. No bullshit. He was on Beyonce shit too.
No, I think that was on Magnolia Shorty, man.
That ain't no motherfucking Magnolia Shorty, man. That's the punk, man. That's the only thing that holding me back from giving that song like 10 stars, dog. But he did it because, you know what I'm saying, rather the man's sexuality, whatever it is, but that is a big sound. It is the culture of New Orleans, and he blended it well. And this go back to this nigga always throwing assists, and I like him for that because there's so many artists, dog, that will tell you straight up that have came up off one of these assists from Drake. You know what I'm saying? Like, Drake just do that, and that's something to be respected because when you in a game where a lot of people are like, oh, don't nobody want to put me on, niggas hating these major artists hating on a young nigga, or they don't want to look at. Drake is absolutely doing that. He been doing that his whole career, man. We could go back to he did it with Future with the what song he had with Future with the Tony Montana, Block Boy, 21 Savage, Migos, 2 Chainz, No Lie, A$AP Rocky, fucking Problems. You know what I'm saying? Like he always throwing assists, man, and that's something that would make me a fan as well. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like we know he doing the numbers and we know he killing this shit on the singing side and the rap side, but it's like he go after, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes no name artists that struggle and need some help, or sometimes a rapper that done fell all the way off the map, and he throw their ass the ball, man, and be up to them to see what they gonna do with it after that.
Yeah, man. I listen. The songs that I got in my raw list, I don't know if you would be surprised or not, but I already told you Survival, Emotionless. But also I got that 8 out of 10. That was hard. Can't take
like that.
That was hard. Is there more? Nice for What? In My Feelings, After Dark, Final Fantasy, and the that song
Can't Take a Joke.
I liked it, but
which one?
The song called March 14th. The one.
Oh, okay.
And the Baby Mama stuff. I did like the lyrical content, but the negative side of it is I can't give Drake no props for that song because the man's son over a year old now. Now he ain't dropped no songs. He had no projects, no content. His son, our baby mama, all this time. Now, once Pusha T this and bring it to the light and put it on the forefront, now he feel like, okay, well, I got to reference my son multiple times on my project. So before the Pusha T situation, you made zero mention of your child or your music. Now, after the Pusha T situation, you made multiple references about your child, even make a song about it. You can't get no points for that. Okay, because I feel like he really trying to, in a way, he's trying to subtly, he doing it subtle, but it's still subtly capitalizing off of the notoriety that's surrounding that whole situation. So I can't give no point for that. Even though I never content, I can't give no point for that.
Now let's play devil advocate here. As an artist, you owe the public zero zip of your public life. So to expect this man to have a child and say, oh, hey, everybody, I had a child. To me, that would have been the wackest shit in the world. But for as him not referencing his son until Pusha T say something, of course, now is the time to address it. And you know what I'm saying? Like, and when Pusha T first came out and said it, he didn't address it. But now that you're going to keep saying it and you got the world thinking this and social media thinking this, okay, now is the time to address it. But I'm going to address not only that, but why I didn't address it. And really, he don't owe nobody none of that. Like, that's just like saying, oh, Drake, your mama white, I thought you was a light-skinned nigga. Let me see her. You supposed to be and said something about, nah, nigga don't owe nothing but to entertain. He got a record deal for records, not, oh, if I go have a child. And then, you know, a lot of artists in the game do that, but, you know, you got to respect, like, I got to have some aspect of privacy toward in their life. It's not for another rapper to find out and then be like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm pretty sure everybody close to him or his family, his mom, his daddy, you know what I'm saying, whoever, you know what I'm saying, knew about it and enjoyed the privacy. And that's crazy because it's a double standard. Because when Beyonce was pregnant and shit, and she didn't announce to show pictures of shit like that, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. We, you know, y'all just here to entertain us. And I feel like that's where social media is like going bad at, because social media is personal, but people be wanting more and more and more. And they feel like if you don't give them what they want, then you did a flaw or you did something foul. Nah, man, like that's between him and her. I first said when Pusha T came out, it was like, oh, he got a baby. I was like, hold on. First of all, if the lady ain't saying nothing, if the lady not saying, hey, Drake, my baby daddy, he not doing his A, B, and C, then there's nowhere in the hell that you have a place in this world to say what's going on over there, bro. Because if she's satisfied, that means their situation is handled. You feel what I'm saying? Everybody know a woman's scar is like the last thing you want on this earth. So if she not saying that, and if she not providing documents and shit like that, then how the hell you gonna come out and use this as a boost in your career? I feel like that, you know, it backfired on Pusha T, because now, you know what I'm saying, people didn't care one way or the other. I mean, this man is a human being. He's gonna have a child one way or the other if he's a heterosexual. But you feel what I'm saying? I feel like it exploded in his face. Pusha T thought he was exposing something, But in actuality, it wasn't nothing to expose. Only the baby mama can. Now, if Pusha T would have did the 50 Cent, and when they got the baby mama and all that shit there, it would have still been some whole ass shit. But it would have been like, okay, yeah, that it's factual, and he ain't doing what he's supposed to do. He hiding. If the baby mama ain't saying it, and then, you know, to back all this up before I go into commercial, even after Drake made this album and all this shit right here, everybody went to her Twitter and was like, let us see the baby, let us see the baby. She's like, no, my baby is not for y'all entertainment. Y'all never finna see him. And that put it all together to where, like, bro, they don't owe us nothing but music. And they don't even owe us, they don't owe it to us, they owe it to the record execs and the record companies who signed them to the contract. But we're gonna go back to break, man. We're gonna wrap up, get into the last few songs of this Drake Scorpion. I wonder what the fuck that shit meant anyway. Is that like the Zodiac sign or some shit?
Yeah, that's a Zodiac sign for his birthday month, October.
Nah, when we get back, I'm gonna just say how I feel like he could have did better. All right, we finna go to break and come back, man.
Go on to Amazon.com right now and claim your first Murder City Shadow of Death novel, best-selling novel 2015-2016, right now at a discounted rate at 67% on Amazon.com. Only thing you got to do is log on, search for Murder City Shadow of Death, add it to your cart, and check out.
Mic check 1 2, man. We bite from break. New Music Monday, man. Every Monday we do this, man. We go find the new music and we talk about it, man, and discuss the new music Monday, man. Now, I really just feel like Drake could have did way better on the title. I feel like that was lazy and a lot of thought ain't go into it. Knowing that this was the last album he owed before he was free, knowing the features, knowing the production that he had put into it, all the work he put into it, I just feel like that don't sit well with me, just Scorpion, just that, and that's just it.
I feel like he used references to his birthday or his Zodiac sign a lot to represent, you know, his projects or his movement or anything. And what I get from that is he feel like his birthday is the ultimate representation of who he is. So, okay, being that this album is, you know, supposed to be indicative of who he is as an artist, you know, why not use his Zodiac sign? You know, I mean, he named his little crew, his label, OVO. You know what I mean? He named it October's very own. So to that in itself lets me know that, you know, he kind of feel like his birthday, his Zodiac sign really is something that's really indicative of who he is, really represent, you know, what type of time he on. And that's kind of like what he like to do. He kind of like to infuse that into his artistry. So I get it. I get it from that perspective.
Cover art though, I felt the same way. I feel like the cover art was lazy. I feel like it just was, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I just felt like, you know, the music behind all this shit, it's good music. But I guess when you to a certain level musically, you really ain't got to do all that shit to get attention to your album and shit. You feel what I'm saying? Like Beyonce, she'll drop one in the middle of the night. Don't give a fuck about doing promo runs. None of that shit. Cover art. None of that shit. Just drop it and they go crazy. So I guess from that standpoint, I understand.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, I mean, you got to look at it as the people who gonna support it, they gonna support it. Those who ain't. Plain and simple. That's pretty much what it comes down to. So I mean,
I think I'm part of the generation that don't like to think too much onto shit like that, and I think it went over my head for that simple fact. I wanted to be plain cut, raw, and right there in front of me, but putting it like that, OVO, cause I never knew what OVO stand for. I wanted to know what the fuck that meant anyway. That in the aisle, I never knew, and like I said, I don't like to put too much mental energy on stuff like that. I like to be clean cut and clear, 4 pockets full. Okay, I got that. I mean, that boy got money in all pockets, little baby. You feel what I'm saying? Right. Yeah, man. But can't take a joke, man. I really felt like this right here. I just felt like Drake did a lot of sport ass bragging, like in a sporty way though, like not in a way like, oh nigga, I can do this. Like he just was really, you know, he was really feeling himself, man. And this right here, this one of the songs I felt like he lyrically played with him. You feel what I'm saying? Gave a little bit of a little shine to the Texas area, man. I see where he put the new wave Houston in there with the TK little vibe with the bass drops. You know how they do their different little bass drops and shit, which is a good look though. You feel what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, everybody in the rap game really ultimately feel like Drake fuck with them. You feel what I'm saying? Like it's not an artist too big or too small that feel like all of them know that it's possible. If I'm working hard enough, Drake is listening. You feel what I'm saying? And if he listening, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna get that call. You know what I'm saying? That many other artists big or small than they got from Drake, and Drake just call him up and be like, "Hey man, I'm feeling that song. Let's do it, remix or whatever." You feel what I'm saying?
Now,
so
that's one thing I gotta salute about Drake, man. I'll never take that away from Drake. I really, really, really do respect how he ain't like too big, like his head ain't too big. If he see you working hard, he see you grinding hard, you an up and coming artist. He ain't on that. He ain't like on no superstar type shit like Boy Maestro Element, and I don't feel like he on some shit like, okay, I'm gonna fuck with you, but you gotta do this, you gotta do that. Know what I'm saying? You gotta pay me this, you gotta pay me that. He fucking with you. He ain't the type of artist that gonna just be like, okay, shit, give me 15, 20 stats, I'm gonna throw a verse on your song. Nah, he gonna put the image out there like he really fucking with you. Like he gonna drop the song with you. He gonna get in the visuals. And he gonna like be putting on for you and all of that shit. So that's one thing I like about that nigga Drake. But that nigga, he will do that. But like he'll really give you an opportunity to get the spotlight on you. Then it's on you after that.
Right. Lil Baby just did an interview on Breakfast Club, and he said that the same situation. Drake had a song, wanted them on it, so they did the song. The song was raw as fuck. He was like, man, Drake sent that shit back and was like, you can have it. He was like, what? He like, yeah, that was his lead single, man. That boy. After that, my dog song,
yeah,
it was that yesterday he just gave it to him. I'm just thinking like, damn, dog, this nigga he'll really like, you feel what I'm saying? Like it ain't about, and that's what I was saying like a few podcasts ago. I think with some artists, it don't be about the money no more when they obviously know that they raking the shit in. You feel what I'm saying? It be about like, you know, just leaving the game whenever they leave the game with that, you know what I'm saying, with that image or that history. Like, damn, you feel what I'm saying? Because even when Drake came out, I was like, damn, this one nigga that really. He fuck with everybody. Like, it's not nobody that he not fucking with. Like, he one of them niggas that can go, if rap was a state or a city, he can go on all sides of town and be cool. But just think about this, though. And I think that this nigga smart enough to, it could happen. I'm not saying that's what he doing, but I feel like how Drake treating these other artists, dog, and with him owning OVO and this being his last album, what if this nigga pull a move on some shit like this here? Like, all the rappers he fuck with, he give them to sign with him, and they just, man, that's too much, dog. That's too much, dog. Because if they don't sign, I know he can get a feature bite from them.
Yeah, but I don't know if he to put it off because he ain't got the money to put it off like that, man. You see, Baby, Baby one of the richest niggas in the game, and Baby ain't got money to pay niggas.
Nah, see, stop, pause. See, I'm gonna call this out every time I hear it. Baby, one of the niggas that finessed like he was one of the richest niggas in the goddamn game. When you go to selling mansions and shit, I ain't never heard of P. Diddy selling no damn mansion, 50 Cent, Master P, none of that. When you go to selling mansions and everybody, not one, two niggas, everybody got to sue you about their money. Ain't no way in the hell you finna get that title, the richest nigga. No, that nigga was flexing and finessing, man. That what that was.
P. Diddy one of the richest niggas in the game. He don't be paying niggas.
Now, see, now, up north they call it jerk. They call you got jerk. Now, I feel like that P. Diddy was on some business shit to where, like, your business deal was bad. Not that I didn't pay you, you just signed a jerk-ass contract. Baby straight up, nigga, ain't no contract, ain't no money, ain't no nothing at the end of the day. It just with them groups was signing, he just knew the business aspect and was just had major, like he had the locks. He had their whole rights. They couldn't do shit, but they signed for it. So at the end of the day, you can't say he ain't pay them. Nah, y'all niggas is really going in there getting jerked and y'all signing for it. So that's more like of a business move. And as a great businessman, if you look at that in the business world, that's great business. But when you look at Baby and you just ain't paying niggas, period. You feel what I'm saying? You on that homeboy shit. I got your nephew, Versace flows and all that shit. Drop 5, 16 albums. And then it's gonna come. Nah, that's different, bro.
I gotta see if Drake got an ear for the right sound as far as signing niggas, because the niggas that he got signed to OVO, they just don't appease me. You know, it ain't my particular brand of music. I'm not listening to The Weeknd. I'm not listening to Party Next Door. I'm not listening to none of them other niggas he got signed over there, man. And them niggas name don't really ring no jiggle. I mean, I guess the Weeknd name rang a few bells, but them other niggas, man, their name ain't ringing no jiggle bells, bro.
Yeah, he had that nigga, it's going up on up to some shit like that. Yeah, them niggas, I think them niggas get around Drake. I feel like them niggas get around Drake and really get lazy. I don't feel like they got the drive. Like, nah, I gotta chill and pause. That nigga Tory Lanez, that's something serious right there. I think he was over here at first, they fell out, whatever, but he should have kept Tory Lanez. Tory Lanez killing shit. He got that drive.
Yeah.
He got that drive, man. But hey, this being New Music Monday, man. We review music, man. New music at that, man. Every Monday, dog. If you got somebody, you got a project dropping, or you know if a project dropping, hit me up on the messages or whatever. Or you know I find my own music, but every Monday is New Music Monday regardless, man. There's so much content out there. We're going to do this each and every Monday, man. New Music Monday. J-Dot, tell them where you can be found at.
Man, you can hit your boy up on the ground. I'm at J.O.E. grinding. You can catch me on Twitter at J.O.E. grinding. Or you can look the boy up on the book, man. However you want to do it, man. But, get at me.
Yeah, man. It's Murder City D's. I got 2 Instagram pages. I'm on YouTube. I'm on Snap. I be wilding everywhere, man. If it's social media, you got it. Just look it up, man. Murder City, everything. Murder City, everything. Just look up Murder City, man. Hey, we're going to catch y'all not next week, not Thursday, but tomorrow, man. Tune in tomorrow.
Right now, for a limited time only, just for y'all, just for the podcast, you need no code. You need nothing extra. I discounted my book, 67% on my first book, just to go ahead and get you started on the Murder City series. I got Murder City Shadow of Death right now for $5. I got Murder City Shadow of Death right now for $5. That's a book that's 318 pages of nothing but that gas for $5. Go to Amazon.com right now, search MurderCity.com. Money back guaranteed, everything all the way. Straight 5 book is my first book. In my personal opinion, it's one of the best. Go ahead and get started on the Murder City series right now with a $5 book from me to you. Murder City Shadow of Death.
Got the heat, bitch.
This way, yeah. These niggas go that way now. This way, yeah. These niggas go that way now. This way, yeah. These niggas go that way now. This way, yeah. These niggas go that way now. This way, yeah. This way, this way, this way, yeah.